Okay, excuse the little wiggly beginning. I made myself some ball mounts. You know what this is. Everybody's got one on their boat somewhere. At least one. So basically it's for clamping stuff on, you know, whatever. I got this with a laptop, one of those laptop mounts that you put in, like the cops have in their cars and stuff. Anyway, I thought that was a pretty good idea, but those things, the mount that I got is about $200, and comes with one of these, and this is actually mounted under the platform. There's no other mounts on this side other than the bolts to the bottom of the car. But anyway, these come in handy if you can have one or two in your vessel. This is what I came up with. This bottom part is made of plastic cutting board. It's pretty thick, 3/8 inch thick, so it's pretty strong. The screw I'm going to have to rethink, because I think what I need to do is change this screw to the type that's in here. What I'll do is I'll heat it up with a torch, put it in here so it melts and conforms to the shape that it needs to be, so it stays. I've made 3 holes in it. I countersunk them so that if I put flat countersink screws, they'll actually be flat and be out of the way. And yes, it fits mine too, so the parts are interchangeable. It's a little wobbly because my little screws are a little out of place. I had a few other ideas too. I was thinking, well, what if I get a T, mount this up, cut it in half, and make ball mounts on these ends too, then I can put all kinds of stuff, go all over the place. But with PVC, the opportunities are endless. What I'll probably change on this is when I cut this, maybe cut it this way and cut it this way or something, because this just moves this way too easily. So when I'm screwing it in, it tends to, the ends tend to let go a little bit. I don't really care. That's something in the future. But I made myself an articulating arm for it, or I guess you'd call it an articulating arm, but this is how mine works. I mean, you don't have to hit it like that. I just did that because I'm stupid. So I got these knobs from the woodcraft store. One of these knobs was about $4, and $3, $4, whatever, $3 I think. So I went to where they have the tracks to where you can mount stuff on your saw tables and stuff, and they had a package of 4 for $9.99. And the knob was just a knob. These actually came with the bolts and the washers. So I think I did pretty good on that. And they're really big knobs. I mean, another thing I was thinking about doing was I was thinking about making the same thing, but with 1/2 inch PVC and smaller mounts, just for mounting cameras and stuff. This would be good for mounting, I guess, making fishing rod mounts or whatever. The way I make these things is this hole came later. This hole here was just to weaken this so that when I tighten this, it actually makes it grab onto the ball. I had to rough this up a little bit. I don't know if you can see on the ball, I kind of hit it with a rasp to give it some roughness, because it was really smooth, really easy to move. And I mean, like I said, you're just grabbing with PVC, so it's going to flex a little bit. So anyway, this is what I came up with. Put the ball in the end of the PVC, heat it up, and then squeeze it with pliers to kind of make it conform. The way I got this curve in here, I took the 1/2 inch. No, actually, it was a piece of 3/4, but I would suggest using 1/2 inch piece of tubing, and I wrapped sandpaper around it. Use that to to round this out, and smooth all this out. You also want to smooth all this out inside here too, so that it slides in a little easier. The ram mounts actually have the cut going all the way across, and I didn't think I really needed to cut that. But what's nice about this is I made this as a, I was thinking I could probably make some of these with one going this way, one going that way. My holes are a little off, but I didn't really care because it's PVC. But I made this. I made an extra one that I could put up here so that, you know, you can mount it however you want. Now, I was thinking if I take two of these arms and I make two of these, what I did was, I don't know if I told you about this, but these are 1.5 inch balls. I took two of these and a dowel screw, screwed them together with a little piece of plastic like this. And that's actually from the plumbing department at Home Depot. This is like a compression hose, like for your toilet, for the old school stuff. You put the nut on here and put this in and tighten it in. But anyway, this is it's just a flexible piece of plastic. But it's, when you put the screw through it, it just makes this a little soft into it. So this actually came out, did a little more than I expected it to do. So I put this in here. This was my original practice piece of PVC that I made when I first started making this. But if you look at this, just the ridiculous amounts of ways you can mount this thing. Imagine having both of these with knobs on them, and then you have this arm over here, so that just gives you countless ways you can mount your camera. But anyway, I mean, this is what I came up with to save a little money, and if it saves you money, then there you go. That was $4 for 9 balls, $9 for 4 knobs. The PVC is probably about $3 or $4 for 10 feet. If you make a bunch of these 1 foot long each, the ideas you can come up with are crazy. Cut this off, put a cap on it, and put a 1/4 20 screw in it, and there's your camera mount. You can just screw a camera to it, put a little rubber washer on it. Yeah. The only thing, like I said, the only thing that's different, I'm going to do different is I'm going to heat one of these up and squish it in there, and change that screw from a Phillips head screw to a nut, and then just screw the ball on down onto it. But yeah, these things work pretty good. I mean, you got to yank them a little hard to get them out, but the way you can avoid that is just make this, shave a little more off of this, and it won't have so much grab. I put a nice gap in here so that this would actually squeeze down. I don't know if I'll be able to do that right here. Yeah. Anyway, and once the ball's in there, once you squeeze that down, it does not let it go. This one doesn't have a tension knob on it, but I don't know. These are my ideas. If you like them, click the like button. If you don't like them, click the like button. Talk to you later.